In this video, we're going to be looking at some more advanced football trading strategies to use on Betfair that we can use alongside XG data, and that includes interpreting the XG data and then combining markets to do cross-market trading and a whole lot more. Look, it's going to be a good one and it should be a fun one. So go grab a nice cold beer or a shot of mezcal and let's get into it. 99% of football traders are using XG incorrectly, and this is where the traders go wrong. Number one, look, they just don't know how to interpret XG. They often only look at the XG after the match. They look at the numbers and they're like, well, that was way off, wasn't it? And they're also the type of people that will nitpick when expected goals do not arrive. They will be the type of person that will look at a match that was 0-0 and say, well, look, expected goals was 2 or 3, so that's not very good for expected goals, is it? Anyway, that's where most traders go wrong. The key is always going to be in the interpretation of the data, but also using it during the live match to anticipate what might happen next. So if we just think about what was said on that last slide, a lot of people will look at the XG at the end of the match. They'll compare it to the final score and they'll see, well, that wasn't very good. It's not exactly accurate, is it? As a football trader, that doesn't matter. We're looking at what happens during the match and what the XG data can guide us with. So we're basically looking at the data to show us events that haven't happened yet, and then we're obviously going to position ourselves accordingly. So if the data is saying there should have been a goal, we'll position ourselves accordingly. 2 goals, we'll do that. If the home team should be winning, if the away team should be winning, well, we're always going to have a strategy for that as football traders. Now, the good news is, if this sounds a little bit overwhelming, is that our members, well, we're currently using the XG calculator tool that's in our members area to help guide these decisions. It's as simple as plugging in those numbers and seeing where the calculator takes us. So you don't have to crunch the numbers yourself or in your head. You can take the XG numbers from Flash Scores, Sofa Score, put it in the calculator and just see what it tells you to do and then trade accordingly. Okay, don't trade like a headless chicken. You're still going to use your strategy and use your discipline. Okay, but either way, the calculator can make your life and your decision making much easier. Anyway, what we have lined up for you today is a lot of real life trading demonstrations where we're going to use that calculator. We're going to use the calculator to guide our decisions, and then we're going to apply a strategy, and we're still going to try and be disciplined traders, and we're going to make data driven decisions, not emotional decisions or rushed decisions or anything like that. So anyway, we're going to get into that right now, but before we do, it would be very nice if you could click the like button to support the channel. If you do like videos just like this, clicking the like button will help you get more videos just like this in your algorithm. So it's actually going to help you more than it helps us, really. So if you don't want to miss any of our videos in the future or anything like that, the subscribe button should help you with that also, hopefully. Not really sure how it works these days. Anyway, let's dive into it. We've got some real life trading demonstrations on the betting exchange itself. So just at half time, we're taking a look at this match from the Europa League. It's Bologna against Salzburg. It's currently 1-1. Bologna are a strong favourite for this. And the XG number's pretty interesting. Look, we've already had 2 goals, total goals overdue. We're expecting another one. We're also expecting a home win. So for it being a deadlock at half time, that does present a bit of an opportunity. So let me show you what I've got set up here. We're going to go on 2 markets. So I'm going to get involved on the match odds market. Now we do know that with time, Bologna's price is going to drift, and so we will take advantage of that. We're backing them here at 1.74. Let me just show you something here. So you can see this is pretty much their price at half time. Other people have been backing them also. They're obviously seeing the XG differential. So anyway, we're going to be backing Bologna here, and then we're going to go in half a point and half a point, splitting that stake into 3 parts. And then we're also going in, since we are expecting a goal at the same time, on the over 3.5 goals market. We need 1 goal to kind of trigger that market and crash the price in. That price is going to rise, so we're going to be backing it 1 point above splitting the stake into 3 on this one. And the main benefit of getting involved on the goal market is if Salzburg were to be the team that scores. Obviously, we can't control who's going to score the goal, and so it's a little bit of a hedge. So anyway, we'll see what happens. It's half-time. Bologna 1, Red Bull Salzburg 1. 51 minutes on the clock, and the goals that we were expecting have arrived, and they've gone in the way that we were expecting also. So they've arrived pretty promptly. As said, when we're expecting goals, we're expected it. We just don't know what time it's going to arrive. Sometimes it will arrive right away. Okay, it's like a London bus. Anyway, Bologna 2, Red Bull Salzburg 1. That means obviously we didn't get our full stakes into the market. And as I say this, there's been another goal. So let's take a look at this. I'm not sure who it's gone to. It looks like it's gone to Bologna again. So that's improved our situation. Let's go to... well, this market's gone. All right. So we got involved on the over and under 3.5 goals market. And yeah, didn't get a chance to show you that, did I? But yeah, it's just gone 3-1 Bologna. So look, sometimes you get it right and sometimes you get it too right. So anyway, look, we've landed that profit on the over 3.5 goals market. We didn't get our full stake in the market. We were 2 right on this one. The XG was 2 right. And so we've landed this profit. This profit is locked in, and we're going to have a nice, just a simple cash out here on the match odds market also. So anyway, you saw how we called it. You saw the thinking behind it. It is a data-driven trade. We're taking the emotions out of it. The numbers were there. It's set to go. We obviously had our plan with trying to take advantage of the time decay. Didn't really transpire, but we've got our profit locked in within, what, 7 minutes of entering the market. So anyway, Bologna 3, Red Bull Salzburg 1. We are out with a profit. So just entered the second half of this match with Blackpool and Reading, and you can see Reading are winning 1-0. We plugged in the XG numbers. We've got a goal overdue. Not quite sure which team. It's not too clear on who that goal is overdue to. However, it's looking increasingly likely to be Blackpool, especially when you consider the actual projected match result is a draw. So we should be going against Reading. We should be looking to get involved in the goal markets, and it's exactly what we've done here. So gone against Reading, laying Reading here at 1.56, and then we go down every 10 ticks to take advantage of that time decay. And then I'm in the goal markets also. Let me double check on this. Yes. Okay. So we've gone in 1.69 as our entry lay, and then we've got lay orders every 15 ticks going down, and that's basically it. I mean, the most ideal scenario from here would be Blackpool equaliser. But let's see what happens. We're expecting goals, just not sure of the time of it, but we're taking advantage of the time decay. Let's see what happens in the second half. 69 minutes on the clock. We've had a goal. It has not gone the way that we really wanted it to come. Okay, so we were expecting a goal. We ideally wanted it to go to Blackpool. It's actually Reading who have doubled the lead here, 2-0. So obviously we're staring down the barrel of a loss on the match odds market, but we were involved on the goal markets. Let's see how that one went. And very, very close. We were very close to getting at least that lay order match, which would have made a huge difference to this. But anyway, what we can do, if we just want to exit this trade, is obviously we can take the profits on the goal markets, and then we can exit on the match odds market also, and lock in a bit of a smaller loss. Let's quickly, I've updated the XG. Let's just add this on to here. And so interestingly, I mean, look, we're still overdue a goal, aren't we, on this one? We're still overdue a goal, and it's still a projected match result is going to be for Reading to win, so that's fine, but we're still overdue a goal on this one. So what we're going to do, we will lock in or accept the loss on this one. Actually, hold on, because we're overdue a goal, let's firstly cancel these unmatched orders. All right. And then we will remove the risk. So we're going to go for another goal on this market. And let's put that in. If I can, we're going to have to adjust this. Okay. And just get this match. Just want this just to be matched so we can move on, so you can understand the demonstration here. So, okay, that's in. So now we've got free bet if there is a further goal. We are expecting another goal on this one. Now, if we go to the match odds market, we can pretty much take the loss on this one. on the match odds market. We know we're expecting a Reading win on this one, and they are 2-0 up. There's not much point really going against it. There's no data to guide us to go against Reading at this stage. So we are in a position where if we do get that next goal, we will break even. So as it stands, if it does remain 2-0 to Reading, we will take the loss on the match odds market. But if we get another goal, we're going to take that profit from the over 2.5 goals, and we're looking at pretty much a scratch trade. And the most important part is that we've got the data guiding us. The data is telling us 1 goal overdue in this one, expecting 3 goals in this match. So let's see what happens. There is lots of time on the clock. 72 minutes. It's Blackpool 0, Reading 2. 80 minutes on the clock. There has just been another goal, and the score has just gone Blackpool 0, Reading 3. So as expected, we knew that Reading result was pretty much kind of nailed on, the Reading win. But anyway, we've landed the profit on the over 2.5 goals. We were expecting that 3rd goal. It's arrived in good time. That's perfect. So that is going to pretty much offset the loss that we're going to take on the match odds market. And it's in the end, when you can kind of get out of jail with these sorts of trades, it actually always feels like a good result. Okay, we went in, we were taking on Reading, we were happy to take on Reading at half time. Football is football. Reading went 2-0 up. We were obviously involved on the goal markets, took the data driven decision to go for that 3rd goal, and we've pretty much ended up with a scratch trade. Okay, so that's the beauty of football trading. So you've got a few good golden nuggets from this little trading demonstration. Data driven decisions. Remember, we followed the data. We were expecting goals. We were expecting to go against Reading. One of them happened, one of them didn't. However, we played the markets off each other. We hedged it. Didn't really take a loss. Or for those who are pedantic, maybe we took around a £2 loss. So anyway, we're out on this one. It's Blackpool 0, Reading 3. We're not going to do any further trades on this one. This one is pretty much where it should be. This is where the expected goals and expected match results should be. 3 goals, Reading win. There's nothing further to do. There's 8 minutes left. So we're out of this one, and we'll move on to another trade. Some interesting trades so far, and there's still more to come actually, but I do just want to give you this quick takeaway here. Now, the XG data, it does show you what has happened. However, it's the interpretation of the data which explains what is likely to happen next. So as we've seen, lots of chances being created. If a team is going to keep on creating those chances, and there's enough time left in the match for that team to continue to create those chances, well, inevitably a goal is going to follow. It's not guaranteed. It's why the word expected is in expected goals. But that is a key thing to keep in mind. It's interpretation which explains what is likely to happen next. And as football traders, we can just follow that. Now, you might have seen it on the screen, but we do have this free book that we're giving away at the moment. It's a free download. You can click the link below to get it, or you can scan this QR code. It's the XG Manifesto. It's packed full of XG trades on the Betfair exchange for you to go over and dissect. You can learn exactly how we're using XG to spot the opportunities and the type of strategies we're using to take advantage of those strategies. XG is a tool. It's a strategy which turns it into the profit. So anyway, as said, it's a free book. I don't know why you wouldn't want to get it. Click the link that's in the description of this video, or just scan that QR code and get it. Okay. So anyway, more live trading demonstrations coming up. Let's check out this very, very interesting one that we did recently. So we're deep in the depths of League 2 for this one. Walsall against Bromley. Bromley, the away team, leading on this one. We can see the XG numbers after being plugged in. Projected match result is a draw, so Bromley outperforming their XG. But interestingly, team goals overdue is 1 in favour of Walsall. Doesn't say total goals overdue quite 1, so that can be a bit of a mismatch. It just means it's very, very close to also being 1 on the total goals overdue also. So anyway, if we look at the match odds market, we're going against Bromley, so already got in with a lay order. Time decay means that price is going to keep steaming in as long as they lead, and we've got lay orders in the market ready to take them on as they steam in. And we're also getting involved on the goal markets. It's already a pretty low price, so we've already laid it at 1.48, and it's ticking down all the way down to 1.08. So anyway, that's it at the moment. Walsall 0, Bromley 1 on 51 minutes. 66 minutes, we've had a goal and it's gone the way that we wanted. It's now Walsall 1, Bromley 1. So let's lock in the profit on the match odds market. We got two of our lay orders matched at 1.5 and 1.4. Let's just get that locked in, and then we're going to now take a look at the goal markets, which is the 2.5 goals market. So let's quickly see what the data says. So I put in the new XG numbers. Now let's put in the current correct score, which is 1-1. And so we are exactly where we should be. Okay, there's nothing wrong with the result. Okay, more stuff could still happen. We're not saying that it won't, but is there an angle into the market? Current projected match result is a draw. It is a draw. Total goals overdue is 0, so we're not really expecting more goals. So we could just collect the profits on the match, on the over and under 2.5 goals market also, and be done. And of course you can watch the data, see if any more opportunities arise, but this looks pretty much like we're done with this one, especially at least for the demonstration anyway. So we will take a look and just see that we've got our lay orders on the under 2.5 goals, 1.48, 1.38, down to 1.28 also. Okay, so very nice trade on the under 2.5 goals. And if we can try and bring up the chart before we clock off, let's just show you there. So anyway, ticking down, got the goal right back up to almost where it started. So yeah, very nice trade. Most important thing is you saw how data driven it was. Went against Bromley, we're expecting a goal also. It was almost textbook. Walsall 1, Bromley 1, we're out on 68 minutes. So just looking at half time with a Premier League match, West Ham against Liverpool. Now going into this match, Liverpool were in some well, horrific form. However, the XG in this match is actually looking quite positive for them, and we're expecting currently an away win for Liverpool, and we're expecting a goal at least. So let me show you what we've got set up. We're going to back Liverpool and we're going to split our stake up into 3. The time decay means Liverpool's price will drift during the second half. We'll try and catch some higher prices because of that. And then we're going to get involved. We're expecting 1 goal, so we go to the over and under 1.5 goals market. And we're laying that all the way down to 1.2 because, as you know, we're expecting goals. We just don't know exactly when it's going to arrive. So we've got an inkling that it's going to arrive to Liverpool, and we'll see what happens in the second half. It's 0-0 at half time. 60 minutes on the clock. The goal that we were expecting has arrived, and it's arrived to the team that we were expecting it to arrive to also. So West Ham 0, Liverpool 1, and let me just show you actually the chart. Remember, we backed Liverpool 1.79. The price was starting to drift, but we didn't get any further orders matched. So anyway, we'll just take whatever profit is available on the match odds market, and then we'll take a look at the goal market also. Liverpool in absolute terrible form coming into this match. I think they've lost about 6 out of their last 7. So going by form, would you want to back Liverpool in this match? Probably not. But going by the XG within the match, you can see the reason why we backed them. So anyway, we're looking at the goal markets. We got matched 2.3, 1.9, 1.65, and so we're in a nice position on this one. I'm just going to remove the risk, and then we will obviously just check on the data. So just updated the XG numbers on this one. We'll update the correct score. And so we're right where we should be with regards to goals overdue and the current projected match result. So going back to this, probably just take the profits in this one. At the moment, there's no real need to push this any further. It was a well thought out trade, as you saw. Data driven, it's exactly what we're looking for. And just to be clear again, I think one of the big main takeaways is that if you're going by pre-match form, then you wouldn't want to be backing Liverpool in this match. But going by the XG form, which is the live, most up-to-date form you can get in this match, you could see why we backed Liverpool. Okay, so a lot of the old school traders might look at these matches and think, well, yeah, I'm never going to back Liverpool in a million years. They just lost 6 of their last 7 matches. However, it's always going to be down to what happens in play. And as football traders, look, we've got in, we've profited, and then we're out. That's the main key. Whatever happens after this, doesn't really matter. West Ham could go on and win this 2 or 3-1. Anyway, 63 minutes, we're out with a profit. It's West Ham 0, Liverpool 1. So I hope that this has improved your confidence with regards to using XG when you're trading football. But at the same time, you don't want to get overconfident. That can be a problem for some people. It's important to keep in mind XG is a tool. It's your strategy. It's your trading that's going to turn it into profit. Okay, XG is the map. You still have to drive the car. So don't go too crazy. However, it can be an absolute game changer if you are the type of trader that has struggled to find those good opportunities. XG makes it incredibly easy and an absolute shortcut for anyone who's starting football trading today compared to those who started 10 years ago, or compared to someone like myself who started 20 years ago. So anyway, as we mentioned earlier on, if you didn't get it, it's a free download. It's the XG Manifesto, absolutely free to download. Click the link in the description of this video to get your copy. You can see how you can start to get started with implementing XG into your football trading, upgrade your skill set. It's packed full, real life trades, just like the ones you've seen in these videos. You can go over them, you can dissect it, and while it's free, it's worth getting, isn't it? So click the link in the description or just scan that QR code and download it. It's as simple as that. Anyway, if you enjoyed watching this video, on the screen now should be another similar video, which is just as good, maybe even better. So anyway, I strongly suggest you click on that video and I will see you over there. I'm going to see you on the other side. Go, click it now. Click the button.